Hello and welcome to another episode of WhiskefyTV. I'm your host Jez. Here is what I got for you guys today. So we are evening 3 of our what do we got? Cask Strength barrel proof selection that I've been going through for the month of May. Now it's Whiskey Wednesday. I'm always happy because it's a good excuse to sit down and drink some whiskey. I don't know if I'm tripping out, but looks like there's chunky bits in the glass, so I'm going to be, I don't know if it's dust or whatever it is. As you may notice, I have the Makers Mark Cask Strength. So this stuff was, normally it wasn't meant to actually be bottled like this, but after years of like fans just asking for cask strength and trying to keep true to Bill Senior's true vision of Maker's Mark, they decided to release this beautiful bottle of cask strength. So it's definitely not for your beginner bourbon lovers, I guess, because it's being such a high proof than your standard 40% entry levels. This one I have is 110.9. And it ranges anywhere between, I think, 112 to 108 for the cask strength. Now, this Maker's Mark is basically just straight from the barrel, as you may have guessed with the cask strength. I'll just give you guys I don't have an age statement on it, but the mash bill is 70% corn, 16 wheat, and 14 malted barley. So, high corn, so it's going to be super sweet. As we like with our bourbons. Now, this is the first time in ages I actually haven't already opened a bottle, and it looks like I'm going to struggle here. I like these Maker's Mark wax dipped bottles. They're all hand dipped because I told you guys that before. We actually, when we're in Loretto, Kentucky, I'm sorry Josie, I'm going to have to hide that. When we're in Loretto, Kentucky, and we went to Makers, I'm just going to leave you. Bliss. The beautiful pop there. Oh, just sweetness. So I cracked that bottle and it was just notes of caramel escaped. It was exciting. I'm going to pour this into a glass right here. Oh, that's tough to get in. Perfect. Leave that off to the side there. What can I tell you about it? I think I've told you everything. Oh, actually, it's got a little tag on the side. It's 700 mils, but a little tag on the side. It says Meet the Makers, so it's got a couple of different initials there. I'm not sure if that's the team that's actually tasted the barrel and just put their little initials on the side there. It's got the batch number there as well. And I don't know, this says, I think this is bottled in the UK prior to contrary belief, because it's got Beam Suntory. You guys know that Jim Beam owns Makers Mark, it's their sister's distillery. But it's from the Beam Suntory UK, Springburn Bond, Carlisle Street in Glasgow. There you go. I don't know. Oh, there's another floaty. There's floaties everywhere. But yeah, I didn't really talk about this. The Maker's Mark glass from the distillery. Thought I'd use that. Seems fitting to the sample this delicious drop. So I really just want to hook in. So there's not too much ethanol on the nose, being such a high proof. Alright, so there's plenty of burn on the front of the tongue there. A little bit of water in there though. Like a molasses kind of sweetness to it, like caramel, as I said. If I was going to tell you to buy this bottle, it's normally going for $180. I managed to get this on sale for $120. You guys are probably saying it's like, wow, why would you pay $180 for that? If you're a true Makers Mark fan, you want it as part of your collection, try and pick it up right now, because they've got a couple of bottles on clearance at Nick's Wine Merchants, which is definitely one to pick up. Just keep sampling this bad boy. Like a cinnamony, oaky kind of feel. It's basically exactly what you'd think it'd be for like a standard Maker's Mark, only much higher proof. I'm just disappointed I don't have an age statement for it. I'd assume you'd treat it like you would everything else, where all their barrels are aged 4 to 6 years and blended back. I'm not sure if this one is blended though, or whether, like, they'd normally put on there if it was single barrel, but at the same time they haven't said whether it's blended or not. But yeah, that's me done for this cask strength whiskey month. I've got a couple of other bottles there that I want to try, so I might knock those out for you either this week or next. But that's me done. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this third bottle of my cask strength May, and I hope you enjoyed this Maker's Mark video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate your likes, comments, and subscribes on my YouTube. If you're checking it out on IGTV, I also appreciate that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Stay thirsty, Australia.